What's up, Star Wars Unlimited fans? Loopy at Late Night Gaming. We're here for round 9. Thanks for joining us back. We let the old hotspot recharge a little bit. And we're here for the last bonus round of coverage today. And we have Carlos Torres piloting Vader against Ray Datavolt, piloted by a fella from Miami, which is solo country. Yep, I can. My buddy Platform and teammate is here doing it. We're trying to get the audio setting. It's maybe a little bit better, but you're still super. Right.
So now I get the game all the way up.
Sec.
You might have to call the game without me.
Well, they can hear you right now. I'm going to put your gain way up in OBS, so I'm going to have a hard time hearing you, but you should be good out.
Okay. What can I use to see the actual video going?
Up right now.
Get out of here on this. Sorry about the audio problems. I can hear the other stream from your mic.
Yeah, so Carlos has played a Geonosis and a TIE Fighter. He's going to make a TIE Fighter with Vader. I need to get your previews still up. All right, there's your stream platform.
All right. So Carlos versus Doug. Okay, I just watched Doug play. Okay, looks like
we have.
So Carlos attacks with the Geonosis fighter. Puts me at 8. Plays another TIE fighter. Go to the next round. 6 resources on each side. That means it's Vader flip time. 2 Geonosis and 2 TIE fighters. Not a bad setup here. Jackson puts 3 in. And then he goes away because of the ray attack. Now we're at 8-8. Ray gives herself experience. 3 more on base, go to 11. Pretty standard moves here from Vader. There's a lot of Vader on stream today.
Yeah, there has. So Vader Yellow's been doing well. We do have shift information when I get a chance to show it. Carlos is on the team Bothan deck and apparently was one of the architects of this particular brew of Vader Yellow. And wanted as many on it as possible.
Pretty well. I got it memorized.
His opponent is Andrew, running Ray Datavolt.
Oh, that's Andrew. Okay. A lot of Ray Datavolt today too.
There is a lot of Ray Datavolt.
He played regional governor. We don't know what he called with the regional governor earlier.
Absolutely. All right, an eager escort fighter takes out the Concord Dong.
Very nice. Vader yellow. So he's got 3 left. You can't play the hauler. That's the noticeable difference in the deck brew by Carlos, is that the hauler is the big thing.
All right. So, yeah, thanks actually, Zane. I need that right now. And I can make myself quite a bit louder. But I can barely hear platform, but I think actually...
You hear me now?
Yep. So, I can't do this there. Are the voices more level now? Because unfortunately I can't watch the stream at all or it will loop.
Okay. Hope you can hear me better.
Well, I think according to the chat, they can hear you very well. So I think that actually it's something going on with Discord. Actually, hold on, let me check something.
So here we are with Ray Data Vault with $3 left. You know, not looking pretty good for this Ray Data Vault. He's got to get around the Vader flip.
Absolutely.
And I don't know if there's a plan for that at this point.
Yep.
If you have to read the card, that's a problem, I think. Although round 9, this is what Andrew's what 5, 0, and 6, what 1 and 2 or whatever.
So both of these players are doing very well.
Yeah.
This
so
is
like
table 7.
Like
They're both X1s.
Yeah, they're going to day 2 tomorrow, both of them.
Yeah. They're both 7 and 1. They're both probably going to day 2, but you know, the goal isn't to go to day 2. The goal is actually to win the event, and staying
and Andrew,
with few losses is very important.
Andrew's trying to sort out how he's going to get around this Vader flip. He knows he's in deep doo-doo.
Yep, taking 11 damage on base. Vader's on 6 resources.
Okay.
It looks like it's going to be perilous position to stop the...
He marked his territory. So now what? Vader flips into an exhausted machine, or does he wait? Nope, he waits.
I think he waits.
He waits.
Yeah, that AT hauler is sure appetizing over there.
Now he's at 7. You know, we're talking Luke range now.
Right. Now, Ray has a lot of removal. I mean, whether there's a rival's fall or not is very important. Carlos opens by attacking with the AT hauler.
Smart. Before it gets popped. $15. Ray's ability to come back, though, is incredible, so you don't want to let down. Oh, here we go. He's playing 5. He's going to play timely reinforcements. And play 3 X-Wings with Sentinel.
All right, so, yep, he's going to get 3 Sentinel X-Wings. And that's probably anti-Vader yellow tech, honestly. And that actually makes a lot of sense.
I use that card in my Han deck as far as on the sideboard.
He comes in with 2 wingmen, just like in the movie.
So he's going to pay 5. No, he's going to pay 4 for the clone bomber. Okay, so that thing's a 7/7.
Right.
Right? 6/6 or 7/7? 6/6.
For now. I mean, I think he has the ability to make a token. Vader will make more tokens. If he deploys.
Yeah, it could get really disgusting. But
so he's going to make a tie?
No, it's $2. $2, though, he could can't do anything against it either.
And I recognize Carlos's tokens there. They're made by a guy, Ted, in Chicago. Because he gave me some at the Pastimes PQ. Carlos is a Chicago local. He deploys Vader to the ground.
Wow.
Well, I think that makes a lot of sense because you got to turn off the restore factory from Ray.
Yeah. Plus, he's a 5. Right? He's a 5, so he's pretty potent on the ground.
He now has 10.
And he's a good overwhelming barrage target off the ground. Even still. So is that bomber, that clone thing. Those are nice tokens, by the way. Those TIE fighters.
Right.
That single
Oh, another hauler.
interceptor just absolutely threw a wrench in Frank's knee.
What's shocking to me is how aggressive they play the haulers, not worrying about its backfire.
We got a surprise strike.
So we ground up. We set up for, resource 8? No, he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 8. 7 on the one side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Vader's at 7. Ray's at 8.
This is why the notes are important for everybody. Okay. There we go.
Initiative is... Tell me what the token is. No, I guess
I'm just trying to
Ray has initiative.
update to match what they're doing.
And does this card pile? Does he possibly have a home 1?
Good.
19 damage on. I'm not sure where the 19 is.
I saw the home 1.
Yeah, one of those needs to fit. There we go. 16 sounds good.
These are the things you look for when you play against people. If they scan their discard pile, they telegraph their hand.
Yep, absolutely.
I mean, this is what makes these guys go to these tables.
Though, that can also be a bluff. You know,
For
we'll
sure.
see. The timer
guy
now
with
is on the actual round timer for these folks.
Very good. 41 minutes. So, like, Carlos avoids that. He always has his out like that. He fans his out on the left in his discard. You see that?
Yep, absolutely.
So, you know, these guys have played a long time, so they know how to get around some of these tells.
All right, so that is
There
Fel
it
the
is.
Dragon on the Clone Combat Squadron. Buying
Yeah.
Ray some breathing room. Geonosis attacks
Had
for
to do
3,
that.
taking her to 20.
He had to. They had to get rid of that.
Absolutely.
Carlos could be slow playing an overwhelming barrage.
Could be.
Like I said, Vader can hit for 7 off the barrage.
All right, 23 damage on base. Ray
They're
goes
just
in.
putting in work. The
gonna hit
haulers
for
are just doing
3.
work.
Give an XP to R2 and restore 3 back down to 20.
So here's how Ray does it. See that? Like that restore is just kill you.
Right.
25.
Frank now down
Doing the late night gaming damage dials.
Absolutely. I'm actually going to update to the round 8 standings, if you want to call the match a bit here.
8 hit points left on Ray Data Vault. He plays RG, Regional Governor, and probably calls Overwhelming Barrage.
massive card. It just ate up. It completely stalled Frank for like
That's a very good play by Andrew.
huge impact there.
These Ray Data Vault people live on the edge. They get to 26, 27, and they start pushing ahead and restoring. And that's the cuff.
All right, guys. Last commercial.
So let's see if Carlos can push through that. It looks like he's going to. I'm not sure, but it looks like it.
Thirty
So
damage
30.
on base. Alive by a
Yeah,
data
3
vault.
left.
What is it? Looks like something going to the space arena.
Oh, it's a shuttle. That's another very nice card they've added to this. Put
Yeah, I
that
think
shuttle
that's
in there, and
the Prestige.
it's a shuttle, ST.
Yeah, the Krennic
Prestige.
shuttle, right? And it's going
Yep.
to give a shield to the Geonosis fighter, keeping his options
Well,
open
yeah.
for lethal. Carlos looking to put the foot on game 1. This
He
is
is
actually
coming
game
off the
1.
top rope.
They're still even 0-0.
Yeah, is that the droid starfighter? Tell me that is.
All right, I think that Andrew scooped. Carlos takes
That,
it.
was that last card he played was a droid starfighter, wasn't it? With Saboteur.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thought about that card a lot for Vader.
Yeah, so as soon as this goes to top 8, what we'll do is we'll be able to both show the deck lists and then put them on our Discord. So check that out tomorrow.
What a great build.
Yeah, so this deck I know is the Bothan team deck. About half of them are running it. There's other players. I know Chris Schutz, Rodney Stubbs is still on Ray. Mickey D is still on Quinlan. But a lot of the Bothans ran this Vader Yellow. And what do you think about this deck, Plaid?
The Vader Yellow? I like it a lot. I've played it quite a bit myself, and I like this build they made. It's very, it has answers to things. It doesn't leave them vulnerable. So they're not too concerned about bombing run because they run Bazine, stuff like that. So they have answers to the other counters to the deck and keep pressing forward. It's a great build. I mean, that's what we needed, to see a good build of Vader Yellow. It's going to be around for a while.
Yep, absolutely.
What about you?
Yeah, no, I think it's a great deck. I mean, it's converted fairly well. It's not the top deck as far as conversion goes, but it's positive.
This build is very nice, though. Like, the other builds I used and I've seen, and even my test partner, Larry, likes. I like this build a little bit better here. I like these haulers, and I like some of the stuff it's doing.
Yeah, and I mean, I heard Larry got some news.
Larry's moving to a new store. Big store coming
Yep,
up.
that's right. So shout out to him. He's been a guest on Late Night Live. Friend of the show.
Stevenson Gates.
Yeah, Nordic Takedown says Code Amron was on Han too. Yep, we had him on stream, and he's doing well with Han. We now have the end of round 8 standings. I see actually the KTOD guys going by.
2DV. I love that deck. That's what I like to play.
So I have Maddie giving me a high five right now. That's because he is into day 2.
I did it.
He did it.
You did it, Maddie. Tell him hello. Yes.
On 2 Data Vault, buddy. Does it have fell in it?
Tell him I
Make
said,
Stevie
yeah, man,
eat that shoe,
was the
buddy.
deck.
All right. Sorry about that. Maddie's a great guy. Does a lot
Yeah,
for
he
the
is.
community, and love seeing him play in day 2. Chrono, I think, is in. Alex is in. Wu is locked.
Wow. So I was listening to Viktor earlier, and he said 5 pile shuffle. 5. You have to do what? 5 pile shuffles to get a real shuffle.
Yeah, absolutely.
7 for riffle. So here we go. Carlos, man, is on. I mean, you're watching top players play Vader Yellow. There's absolutely something there, Loopy. Of course.
Absolutely. I agree 100%.
I think it is. I think Frank's got a point. I think 6-1-2 might actually make it in, but it is a risk. Like, you're risking a lot. The math
Whether they can take down the whole thing tomorrow remains to be seen. That's the real question.
5-0-3, so it's undefeated. Which is very awkward. This is the Frank. I went game 2. I'm going to win game 3.
So here we go. We've shuffled up. It is 1-0, Carlos. Vader Yellow took first game. So that means Andrew will start with the initiative. Which means a big difference. It's a huge difference in this game.
So I haven't been under stream yet. I really would love it. I was like, and he's now sitting going, I think I'm going to try.
All
He
right,
does
so
not like his hand, and nor does
get
the
one
other
last
guy.
shuffle here.
Carlos.
And
Neither one of these guys left their hands. They're going back.
And I think that Ray very likely substantially approved when the sideboard happened.
Yeah. Well,
The full space deck, basically, Ray might not be running all of the Bright Hopes yet. They may have some spicy space stuff, like more timely reinforcements.
yeah, and also he went really deep into Carlos's deck, so he's seen a lot of the cards already. He knows what he's to expect.
Right, absolutely. Both players
so
shuffling the
I
other
think
ones. That's actually
We
not
gave him a big one.
only allowed by the rules, but encouraged.
Encouraged, yes, it is. I mean, if you lose game 1, you want to go as deep as you can and see how many cards you can see of their deck.
I feel like
All right, so Andrew tipping
Here
his
we go.
hand, which is a
He has to
Appreciate
keep
the move.
these cards.
he's gonna put a leak. I see a direct hit in there, so that might have been a sideboard ad too for Andrew.
Sure, he
Direct-
wrote a Luke, though. He
vehicle
wrote
hit.
that Luke. And He doesn't think he needs Luke for this.
Are using it to like they're going through the fish out units, but they're fishing out cheap ground drones.
Direct hit's gonna get something good.
All right, R2D2 into the ground arena. Sees an Akbar and bottoms it.
Well, that was free.
And a TIE Fighter. And a Republic. So he's guaranteed to get a TIE Fighter next round.
Now it's
Absolutely.
That's a much more irritating.
Good start for Vader.
Oh, you're right. You're right. That is correct.
And I guess that is a blue leader. Yeah. Kryptonite for Vader. Blue leader.
You know what I have? I personally.
Yep. Gets rid of it. And he gets himself a TIE Fighter.
Denver? I think somebody in Denver had those things. Or no, it wasn't. I was watching somebody else's stream. Maybe in Richmond. I don't remember.
He likes that card. He puts it back on top, Whippy.
It was impossible to see.
And he's going to give him a little lonely old TIE Fighter. And a Viktor. Oh, Viktor leader. We're going to go to the next round. Right away, Ray already resourced.
Yep. So direct
He
hit.
didn't have a chance. He didn't get a chance to do anything, and he put the direct hit down.
Yep. Yeah, no, that's what I was saying, that I think that the Ray probably improved quite a bit to sideboard.
So that thing is only a 4/4 right now, that clone combat thing.
Suddenly that
And early on, it's not as dangerous as later.
taste of Gardner as he gets for 2. P38.
I don't know if his hand's really good, Carlos, right now. He's probably trying to improve his hand.
He's thinking about it.
He gets to do something here. He's going to pay 5. No? Going to get the 4 when he can.
Yep.
Take it to 15. No, 4. Okay, that's it. He breaks his seal and goes to 4.
There we go.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, Ray,
6.
Ray looks in a lot better shape this match, for sure.
You ain't kidding. The blue leader really hurt her. I mean, that's kryptonite for Vader. I'm telling you.
Resupply? So we're going to see Ray this turn.
Whoa.
Carlos has not taken an action, though. He's going to create a fighter.
6, 1, and 2 is only
Well, this is the first game that he's had resupply.
Right.
but this is a small return, guys. So I think top 6 to 4 is going to have some, possibly some 60s.
Yeah. R2 and C3PO both in the ground arena is great news for a Ray Data Vault player. Allows
Yes,
him
it
to
is.
basically get a C3PO, draw a card with near perfect accuracy.
Yeah, keeps the food train going.
And he's going to grab R2
They only all have 1 HP. You never have to worry about
with a
that.
Sanctioner Shuttle. Sanctioner Shuttle, of course, captures if you have
Wait.
Coronate on.
Now suddenly he's not going to hurt.
Another TIE LN,
fighter?
the normal T1, I think that is.
There's a
Carlos
foil
takes
tile
3
on-
damage. Ray restores 3 down to 2. But look at how the space arena has grown for Carlos.
It didn't take long, did it?
Right, and that's a clone combat squadron, so there's now 4 other space units. It's a 7/7, even without Vader on it. Let's see what he does with his Vader flip.
This
I mean,
is
does
crazy.
he go for broke and put it on the clone?
Why not? You're up 1-0. Why not, dude?
Yeah.
Boom. Drop the hammer.
YOLO.
I mean, right now he's at 7-7. He doesn't even have to put Vader on that thing.
Definitely looking much better for Frank going into
Put Vader on the shuttle and never get that card back underneath. Oh, overwhelming barrage. Goodbye to board.
So Ray dies.
So 9-9.
All right. Can do 2 damage to C3PO. Has 2 health left.
What did he overwhelming barrage on?
It's a clone combat squadron.
And it did how much? 9 or
9,
8?
right? And then get bigger still. Let's find out what happens. We'll see if he waits to attack with it before deploying Vader to get the 2 extra ships.
He might
Is it
direct
fell?
hit it.
He's assuming that it's
Fell or-
it's removal
It's
for the
something.
thing. It is Fell the Dragon.
Yeah, Hell Dragon.
You know, that shows
dream
that he's
game.
practicing the matchups, right? That he can do that.
Oh, for sure.
All right.
To the base.
To the
4.
base. C-3PO blind. He must not have called 7.
Is that what it was?
Yeah,
Still,
Andrew, who I
if
was
you're
talking
Ray,
to as we were setting up and resetting, is one of Solo's locals down from South Florida.
Who is Andrew?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Took the trip all the way to Minnesota. Here, Vader deploys on the TIE Fighter, making 2 more token ties.
A lot of people flew in.
Yep, and he hits. Andrew just tracking the pain as it happens. Up to 13 damage on base.
Yeah, right now. If he lays a Viktor leader, though, this is going to get serious.
It's pretty serious already.
But, like, it's going to be over. Like, you lay that, man, he has to have an answer, or this is game over.
He's got a Sanctioner shuttle.
Almost there, yeah.
4 TIE tokens. And Vader riding a TIE LS. The Space Force have arrived, my friends.
Vader Yellow is a player. Final round of the day. Thank you for anybody that stuck with us all day.
Very much, and thanks for casting this with me.
What was that?
Rivals
Direct
Fall
hit.
takes down the Vader piloted TIE, but that's about all Ray's going to be able to do this turn.
I know that's the problem with Rival Fall. It gets rid of the one thing you don't like, but now what do?
It is Viktor leader. Like you said, things got serious.
Ooh.
Andrew scoops.
Hello.
Carlos advances to day 2 as an 8-1. A member of the Bothan competitive team. We're definitely getting a second match, folks. They're sitting right next to him, and it's a great one, too. I think it's actually going to be Tada versus Alex.
Oh, I haven't seen Todd all day. Great.
And this is a win and in. So as soon as they get to the match, we're going to go.
Did I call it? Viktor leader.
Yep, Viktor leader. You know, shows that you know your Vader, my friend.
Yeah, it's a dangerous card, man. You got that is the card you got to get rid of.
So shout out to Andrew. Doesn't win this round, but not defeated. Likely to still advance to day 2. And what a great run by Carlos from the Bothan Network. So he's looking pretty. He got 1 loss. Trying not only to go to gate 2, but top 8.
A bunch of Vaders tomorrow. There's a whole slew of them, Loopy.
All right, so while they're switching the match. So what deck would you have been as you go?
On 2, Data Vault. I would have been right on it. What about you? Lost your loot.
All right, just talked to the judge staff at SCG, who's been great all day. They're going to be moving things as we go. Let me actually pop up. I can actually show the leaderships right now.
Yeah, I would have been on Han 2 Data Vault today, Loopy. What would you have done?
Well, because of this, I probably honestly would have been on Vader. Vader Force Ramp, because I would have wanted that showcase. Now, I know that leader did not have great time today, conversion-wise.
You talking about old Vader? You talking about Big Dog?
Yeah, Big Daddy. Sith
That's
Daddy.
your favorite leader of all, man. You got to tell me you would have done well anyway. You know that guy better than anybody.
Okay, so I got a graphic that's very interesting for us.
That's your favorite leader of all time.
Yep, absolutely. All right.
That's a great plan, though. If you are going to one of these, and you take that Vader and you top as far as you can go, you get that beautiful showcase.
Well, I'll be running him at showdowns too. Either way.
I just ran Han 2 Data Vault at a showdown Sunday, and I did a top 4 there.
All right, and this is Platform joining me, not RT. I didn't notice that. Here you go.
So this is the representation chart.
This is, and it will be. It's not there. We'll go here. All right, I'll cut out there. This is the representation start of where we started. So if you notice, Sabine was the most represented leader at 13.1%. Kira at 9.6%, followed by Vader Pilot, followed by Han Solo Younger Han Solo the Elder, Rey,
What are you playing, OB?
then
That's spread.
set 1 Vader, Anakin, and it goes from there. So let me load up another slide here while we're waiting for our match to switch. It's going to happen pretty quick, so we're going to be quick through this slide.
5.1% Darth Vader, Lord of the Sith.
All right, so this is the leader shift. I'll make this a little bit bigger. Make this a lot bit bigger, actually.
Look at that. Han Solo, Audacious Smuggler.
Yep,
And
so
also
Han
my
1
boy,
doing
Han-
well. Han 2
Han
converting
2.
way above. Rey converting
My boy.
way above. Cad Bane converting above. Then Yoda, Pelp, Luke,
Admiral
Quinlan's about
Akbar.
neutral. And Vader pilot. So the Hans are taking it down. Look at all the conversion for Han Solo 1 and 2.
Look at that Akbar shift.
The Akbar
Word.
shift was not positive for our friend General Akbar.
It said it went to the other way with the Akbar.
Oh.
See it? Go up there. 6 from the top.
Yep.
Admiral Akbar. It's a trap.
And we'll actually get this.
Alexander.
Let me see if I can get this a little bit more readable to you.
That is wild.
That is.
No fish lips.
And after this round, we'll do the day 1 to day 2 shift, which is probably the most relevant that everybody will talking about. But this is the preliminary data as
Big
to
Daddy Palp did well today.
what's that?
Big Daddy Palp did well today.
Big Daddy Pep. Well,
Yeah.
that's probably Rando Mando and a couple others, that
I'm
are
telling you,
diehards,
man. I'm
diehards for
seeing that.
Palpatine.
Gotta get the
All right,
Palp
going
boys
back to the
rolling,
original
man.
list.
We've been waiting a while.
All right, we're going to go to a break screen here. We'll have Tada and Alex K, if they get to a break match, come back for the end of day 1 after this.
I'll show you the dark side.
rebellions are built on hope.
Jabba ruled with fear. I intend to rule with respect.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
What's up, Star Wars Unlimited fans? It's Lupian Platform. It's Late Night Gaming. We are not going to get a replacement match, so we have a little bit of data for you, and then we will have the Day 2 chart available on the Late Night Discord if anybody wants to join us. But let's talk about kind of preliminary results from the shift percentage. And I was able to clean this up a little bit. What speaks out to you, Platform?
Well, you know, obviously Han, Ray. But Admiral Akbar, we knew that was going to be something today. Now, Yoda did well today. So, you know, there was a lot of other decks that were able to move into the...
Yeah, you're right. Admiral Akbar with a positive. I thought Akbar, there'd be a lot of people that weren't really practiced on that, or he'd do poorly, but Akbar is right up there.
Right there.
Yep, with positive ships. So the snack bar laying some down. Vader pilot has a lot of leaders. He has a lot of representation in the first place.
I'm going to shout out to Duncan Howard. That one boss cutting the spray is probably him.
Yep.
Pulled up
That's
the
a
fort.
Team Secret guy. We're going to have actually somebody from Team Secret come commentate with us tomorrow, probably.
You said Duncan is a Team Secret guy?
Yes, he is. Duncan
I
Howard.
didn't know that. Very nice.
Joined up. That's your territory.
Oh, yeah. Played Duncan in the PQ back in Maryland.
Yeah,
He's
so Quinlan's still positive a little. But, yeah, boy, look at that conversion rate from both of the Hans. Han 1, you know, had the strongest with shifting into Day 2. Or at least this is actually just after round 8. We'll do the Day 1 to Day 2 shift and put that up on our Discord. That's going to require the last couple of matches and then actually some finalization from SCG. Let me pop up the top tables, and then we'll wrap this up for today.
What didn't shift? Let's take a look at what didn't shift. Sabine Red at the bottom. Look at that.
Oh my, and Kira. Kira really had a poor day. I mean, Wu is locked in.
Yeah,
but
you can't see the very bottom of the chart, but scroll down, and we can see the bottom of this chart, and you'll see what I mean to everybody else.
But yeah, no, Anakin, Boba, or my boy Vader. All right, so I'll wrap up what results we have. Wu won 2-0 and is undefeated, taking out Cole.
So we went 9-0 today?
8-0. Oh,
Great.
This is round 9. Yeah, no, he did go 9-0 because he was 8-0 before. It's just not fully tracked yet. Ryan Warner, Rebel Resource, on table 2, lays it down, wins 2-0. John Tada, playing Ray Vault, manages 2-0 over Alex, who we saw just win with Han Green, but Alex will be going to Day 2. Chrono, CJ Monroe, wins 2-0 over Nick Fletcher. Ray Tan, that is a Cad Bane Tarkentown, on table 5, winning 2-1 over Sabine. Alex Blandon goes to 8-1. winning 2-0. Carlos Torres, we saw just do very, very well with Vader. Wins.
8-1.
Yep. Jeff Creasy
8-1.
falls with Darth Vader to a Sabine. Ryan Conroe from Team Secret in a Ray Datavault versus Han Datavault. Wins out. Frank Mariers, which you might have seen on the other stream. You're just joining us after for the wrap-up. Goes there. And then we had some draws, as people were actually probably thinking of going to Gate 2 and doing that way. All right, so that'll wrap up our coverage today. Anybody popping in will get the full leadership graphic tomorrow. Any final words for everybody watching, Platt?
Now, thanks for tuning in today. Appreciate we had a rough start to the day, but what a day of action. There was a lot of great matches today. Hopefully you go back and watch some of them. I look forward to tomorrow.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in. Yeah.
All right, and we are wrapping it up. So if you watch this far, you're a hero. We'll be back. It's actually an hour earlier start time for what will be round 10 tomorrow. And I think we'll have still... I believe it's 4 rounds of Swiss on the top 8 tomorrow. So we got a lot of Star Wars left to go. Let's see who wins the Minnesota Regional.
Big day tomorrow.
I'm signing off.
Thanks for tuning in all.